Hello, and welcome back to Tech Tuesday. We are getting near the end of the year, and in all of your classes, students have learned a lot of information. This is a great time of the year to go back and take a look at everything they've learned and maybe even make a little review game out of it for those last couple of days of school so that you're still being productive and you're still kind of reviewing things, but you're doing it in more of a fun way. Now, chances are, if you're like me, it's been a long 160 whatever days, and you've probably forgotten all of the different stuff that you've taught your students. And this is where AI is really helpful, is take all of the things that you've done. Maybe you have it in a planner online. Maybe you're like me and you post every day to Google Classroom specific things that students are working on. And you can take ChatGPT AI and actually have it analyze that very, very quickly, put it into a number list of all of the different things that you've learned, and assign students to just write a couple of questions to create a review game. Here's how to do that pretty easily. I'm going to go ahead and start off by scrolling through my entire Google Classroom. I've actually posted everything on here, daily agendas for the year. So I'll do that. I'm going to go ahead and save this as a PDF. You can see there's a lot there, 47 sheets of paper, actually 94. I'll just go ahead and name it 7th grade English Google Classroom. I'll save that. Then I'm going to go ahead and go to ChatGPT. I'm going to go ahead and ask it, can you take a look at this Google Classroom PDF and can you pull 40 different topics that we've learned over the course of the year? So I'll type that in. I'm going to upload my file, the one that I just saved here. So I'll double click that, open it up. It'll take it a moment to upload. Once it's uploaded, go ahead and do that. And what ChatGPT is going to do is scan through all 94 pages that I had in that PDF, and it's going to go ahead and tell me what it thinks are the important topics, the ones that we've covered over the course of the year. And it'll actually split this up into a couple of different topics. Reading and literature here, down below, writing and composition, scroll down a little bit, and we'll have grammar and language, capitalization, sentence types, all of that type of stuff. And then the last section right here, discussion, speaking, a couple of different things right here, and then a couple other things, close reading, analyzing poetry. And then it'll say, do you want this in how do you want these organized? And I'll tell it, and this is where you have to be kind of specific with ChatGPT. The more specific you are, and this is most AI, the better formatting you're going to get. And so I'm going to tell it, no, you know what, make it a little bit simpler, format it like this. Point of view, capitalization, give it a few different examples here. And I'll say, that's how I want this done, because I'm going to have my students assign a term, and I'm going to have them write 2 questions. You can have them write 2 questions in GimKit, on a Google form that you take and put into something else, but I'll be specific. And this will go ahead, take this list, and rewrite it to make it a little bit easier here. Now, one of the things you want to make sure that you're doing too is being not just specific with the wording, but being specific with the documents that you want it to analyze, because it'll have a couple of things here, the giver and Frank. So it seems like it's still a little bit confused. And so when I do that, I'll type one more time and say, please only focus on the PDF that I've uploaded. And it'll go back and say, okay. I'm going to take a look at that document again, and I'm only going to focus on that. We do it one more time. They'll give me those again, cleaned it up a little bit. Now, there's still maybe a couple of things that we need to adjust. As I'm taking a look at this here, I do see the giver. That's really the only mistake that I see here. So I'm going to want to go ahead, take that, delete that. But this is actually done, or taken a look at all of the information over the course of the year, analyzed it very quickly, numbered it. And so if I have my students assigned numbers, which I do, I know a lot of you do as well, you can actually say, you're sitting in desk number 30. Here's what I want you to write 2 questions about. And they can actually go back and see all of the stuff that they've learned and make it fun for the end of the year. Thank you for watching this edition of Tech Tuesday. If you have any questions or something else you would like to be covered in the future, let me know.